What's up, everybody? Welcome back. So this afternoon we're going to be jumping around in the John boat. We've got like 4 or 5 hours out here this afternoon, and we're going to be playing around with some bigger baits and also some really small stuff like the Damiki. So first big bait we're going to be looking at, and this is quite possibly one of the dumbest things that I've ever seen, but I still got one because I wanted to try to catch a fish on it, and that's the Missle Baits massive mega jig. Look how big this thing is. I don't even know if the camera's gonna do this thing justice, and honestly the hook on here is like I don't even know, like a 10-aught 12-aught flipping hook. Let's put it into perspective. So this is a normal half-ounce flipping jig that I'll pick up and flip around any day, right? Look at it next to the Missle Baits Monster jig. And for perspective, like, the hook is bigger than the entire bait. It's insane. And this, you know, this isn't a tiny jig by any means. It's a half-ounce flipping jig with a flapping hog on the back. But, I mean, that is just ridiculous. Alright, let's rig this baby up. Honestly, I don't even know in what situation that you really want to throw something, or a jig for that matter, this big. I don't know. Throwing this on 20-pound test, of course. I don't think, I mean, I guess you could throw it on something lighter, but if you're throwing a bait this big, I don't think you're real worried about line size. Also, I feel like if something eats this, you're gonna have to kind of jack them. I rigged this up on a 7/8 extra heavy. It's 5/8 to 2 ounces. Actually doesn't feel that bad on this rod. It's just big. I hope I'm just pleasantly surprised by this thing. I'm thinking fish are gonna be afraid of it. How did I just throw in and like immediately get stuck? The weed guard on this thing is not very good. It's super light. Thing looks pretty fishy. Come on. This thing is getting stuck like every cast. I haven't trimmed this weed guard down, but look how flimsy it is. It's like nothing to it. It needs to have a little bit more. Say you're fishing your jig on the bottom and my finger is a branch and you're pulling it this way. It's coming up and it hits that and it's gonna make it roll sideways. And this thing just automatically goes back and it pins itself. I can't see a situation where I would truly like pick this up in a tournament or anything. Might get you some bigger bites, I guess, but I don't know. It's just giant. They don't want to give it any time of day. Let's go small. That's a big one. Come on. Got him. This might be big. What do we got? What do we got? Is it a catfish? Is it a cat? Oh no, this is a good bass. Good bass. Hover rig. Getting it done. Come on, baby. Come on. Gotcha. Not bad, not bad. Hover rig, corner of the mouth. Didn't them too good. Not a bad one. 517. Good start. Oh yeah. Okay. Goodbye. Throwing a 3/32 hover rig from Core Tackle. It's got a 3/0 hook on there. Could probably downsize it, to be honest, to like a 2/0, 1/0 even. But the cool thing about this is all of that lead is on the shank of the hook, so it just gives it really good natural action. Hey guys, I got a quick message from my friends over at Angler's Choice. This week, no boat of the week, but we're actually taking a look at four-wheelers and side-by-sides.
Are you looking for an ATV or a side-by-side at unbeatable prices? Look no further than Angler's Choice Marine, where we are having a closeout sale on all of our Tracker off-road inventory. Go to our website today at anglerschoicemarine.com and see if we have what you are looking for. Grab yourself an ATV or a side-by-side today with price cuts up to $6,000. There's never been a better time to buy at Angler's Choice Marine.
Also, I just got news that they're doing a $100 giveaway over at acmtackle.com. All you've got to do is buy any product from ACM Tackle, leave your email and a review of ACM Tackle, and you'll automatically be entered for the $100 giveaway. So make sure you check that out. Huge thanks to my friends over at Angler's Choice. Now let's get back into the video. No way. No way. Come on, baby. Get up here. On the mega jig. Let's freaking go. Wow. Look at that hook. You think that got him? How freaking sick. Choked it. Alright, well, I guess it works. I can't believe I caught one on a big jig. That is sick. 410? 409. Alright, 2 fish, 9 pounds. So insane. Wow. I can't believe it worked. The mega jig actually caught one. I've really only been fishing it for like 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Come on. Wow, this feels big. Oh my god, it's tiny. Long. I mean, I guess my drag was pretty loose there. Another Core Tackle hover rig fish. They're on the 1/16th. Actually, sorry, the 3/32 right now. So fun. Oh put that one on the scale. So if you haven't seen these core tackle hover rigs yet, looks like this. Got the lead going down the shank. You've got a 90-degree hook, and you got to rig them up a little bit different than your standard jig head. So you want this cone at the front to be at the front of the bait. So when it's rigged up, it's going to cover it just like that. And the way you do that is you start it about a 1/4 inch behind the nose, right here. Kind of want to go straight down. I didn't do a very good job of that. Try to keep it as straight as you can. So you're going to push the plastic through. And then at the end, you're going to be left with this little cone on the top. You're just going to squeeze it up there and then pinch it back. There you go. The hover rig setup. Nice and easy. They're getting smaller, Captain. Uh-oh. Do not get wrapped, baby. What do we got? What do we got? This one really wants to stay down. This might be a big. Walking me around the boat. It's got plenty of power. Gonna walk me around twice, fish? Oh my god. How big are you? Oh god, there's lightning. Please be an absolute stud. I don't even think it's that big. It's a catfish. I finally got catfish. I've been waiting for that out here, to be honest. He's the perfect size to fool you too. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess that should end it for us. Fun day. Well, my 4 or 5 hour afternoon of fishing turned into like 3. The storm chased me off the lake. I usually will fish in anything, I just don't fish through lightning. Overall, that big jig caught a fish. I was definitely impressed. Still haven't figured out in what scenario outside of like fun fishing and just seeing if I can catch a fish on it that I would throw it. But if you could see yourself throwing it, or if you've caught fish on it, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what situation you found that it was applicable. The only thing I really, again, didn't like was that weed guard. I know I touched on it quite a few times, and it just needs to have a little more backbone. I was genuinely surprised that I actually caught a fish on it. It was pretty sweet, and caught a couple good ones on the Demiki rig too with that core tackle hover rig. Both the Missile Baits Mega Jig and core tackle hover rigs, as well as the tush hooks and the Ozark rig, All that's available over at acmtackle.com. Don't forget about that $100 giveaway that I mentioned earlier as well. So if you want to go grab any of those jig heads or jig, you can use that to get entered into the $100 giveaway. I'll leave those linked down in the description below as well. Huge thanks for checking this video out, guys. I really appreciate you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. We'll see you on the next one.